Hey everyone, it's Alison Heikkila. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to play with some goodies from Tonic Studios today, and I am so excited. So I am a silver girl through and through, but the gold paste that I'm going to be showing you today, this is called Golden Era Glacier Paste. And when I tell you I have used an entire jar of this stuff, I'm not even kidding. This is a brand new jar because I needed a new one because it is the most incredible gold ever. Trust me. It looks pretty in the jar, but this is nothing compared to when it is dry. And I can't wait to show you because, oh my goodness, like, I try not to push products. I like to share what I'm using and let you know, like, the great companies that they're from and all of that. But I'm telling you, get this. You got to get this. I also recently got Glacier Paste in Quicksilver, which I bet is going to be exquisite. And this one is called Galaxy Blue. There's a green one. I forget what it's called. It's kind of a peridot color that I've used before, and it is also stunning. But get the gold. Get the gold. Wait till you see it when it's dry. In addition, this is new for me. We're going to use Black Velvet Mirror Card, also from Tonic, and this is what it looks like. Look at that. You see that? It's not a true mirror. I have some of their other mirror cardstock in black. Let me show you. Now this one, I mean, you can see the reflection. You can see that. This is very different. This is Black Velvet, which I think is an appropriate name. You can see my camera rig, the whole nine. This one you can't, but we're going to try using the embossing paste, the Glacier Paste, on this. And with that, this, by the way, is the Essential Elements from Tonic. This is great. It has red, the black, a silvery holographic. That's amazing. And this one is called Inca Gold. It's gorgeous. Anyway, we'll use that another day. With this, we're going to use the new Star Circle Stencil from A Colorful Life Designs. I have no idea what else we're going to do with it. Really, it's about the Glacier Paste in this case. But yeah, we'll come up with something cool. So I'm going to cut this down and we're going to start playing. Sounds good? Cool. So I'm a little late to the party with this. This is the Tonic Studios and Tim Holtz Media Grip Mat. I never had this before, and now I do, and I wanted to try using the stencil on here to see how it holds. I think it's going to be great. I usually use like my gel plate, but we're going to try this today. I'm still going to need to use my magnets for my glass board on here, simply because obviously I cut my paper 6 by 6, which I don't usually do when I'm stenciling. I usually make it the size of my card front or slightly smaller, but I want to get as many of these stars with that Glacier Paste as possible. So we're going to do that. But this paper, the paper is not moving, which is awesome. Okay, here's my Glacier Paste. I'm going to open this up. I just peeled the seal off, and this is what it looks like. But again, it's going to look even more amazing when it's dry. Trust me. Okay, so I have the Nuvo Media Spatulas. There's a set of 2. This is one of them, and then the big media applicator. We're going to play with both of these today. These are different for me. I usually use a metal scraper, but I think that this is going to work really well, and I usually use a metal palette knife, but I love that this is silicone. It's going to be like what I use when I'm icing a cake, or clearing out like a bottle, like a jar. Silicone is great for something like that, especially with this particular one, because I know I'm going to use a ton of it. So we're going to apply some of this color to the stencil. I'm going to get some more. This is way more than we need, but that is okay. Oh, look at that. It cleans off so nicely. I tend to waste some when I'm using my metal spatula. I'm going to have to move these a little bit. I'm going to take my large applicator here. And I'm not going to hit the top yet. I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to hold it at kind of a 45-degree angle and scrape it down. Now you see there's a lot of paste left. That's fine. We're going to use that. This is kind of a tricky stencil simply because it's got this circle in the middle that has nothing. It's just negative space. So normally I would just kind of sweep back and forth, but I don't want to keep putting it in the middle because we don't need it there. So I'm doing it a little bit differently than I normally would. But you see, I don't need to dip back into the paste jar because we've got plenty on here. Apologies for all of the accessories on my hands. I took a bit of a spill and my fingers are swollen, my wrists are all messed up, and so I have to wear all of these things to kind of help me feel better. So apologies if they're distracting. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this. This is all excess that can go back into our jar. Now you don't want the paste, you don't want any paste to dry on your tools or your stencils, okay? So make sure that you either run them to a sink really quick or have, what I do is I have a tub of water, like a basin, that's got about 1 inch or 2 of water right next to my desk. I'm going to peel this off. Oh, look at that. So cool. You want to make sure that that paste doesn't dry on anything except for your paper. So this is going to look amazing when it's dry. We're going to have to leave it off to the side for a bit to dry. Just trying to get some of this excess off. There we go. Oh, it's going to be amazing. All right. We'll be back when it's dry. The panel is dry, and I don't even know if my camera can capture just how gorgeous this is. I wish you could see it a little bit better, but oh, it's just stunning. And I find that if I put it on thick, it's even prettier. But I'm crazy about this gold, if you couldn't tell already. All right, so we're going to move on. I have my little isolation rectangle that my son made me on his 3D printer, and this kind of helps me figure out where I want to cut things. This interior space here is 4 by 5¼ That's typically the size of the panel that I like to cut out for an A2 size card, which is 4¼ by 5½. So it gives me a little bit of an edge on all 4 sides, and I like that. So originally I was thinking that I would just, you know, bring this to the edge and have this whole bit and have this leftover piece for next time, but I'm thinking, let me show you what I have in mind. I have this die from Echo Park. If it's still available, I'll link it below. I'm not really sure that it is. It's not about the rainbow, it's about the shine. I like the script on it. They're actually 2 separate pieces on the one die, so I wouldn't be cutting the rainbow out. I would just be cutting the shine, but I think that that's going to look really cool right there. You can use a critter if you want to, whatever. A gal from the greeting farm, like whatever. But I think that having shine right there is going to look really nice. And then we'll just have to figure out what we're going to fill above that. So I'm thinking for the shine that I'm going to pull this out. I showed this to you earlier. And maybe we'll use that ink gold. It's a different gold. Obviously it's holographic, but it's a little bit yellower than Golden Era, but I think it might look okay. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm going to cut this out. Let me just trim this down. Get a piece of this going. So I don't want the rainbow, like I said. Whoops, hit my light. So we're going to just cut this piece here. And save that for another time, and I'll just die cut this and trim this panel. And we'll see how it looks. Here's what I've got. I cut the pieces. It's not in half. It is 3¼ on one side and 2¾ on the other. I wanted it to be a little bit fatter for the shine sentiment. And then I lobbed off 1/4 inch on each side so that it would fit on my A2 size card. and I have a black card base. I think that that looks really cool so far. Now here's my shine, which is going to go here. And I need something to kind of create, what's the word? A transition between this panel and this panel. I don't like it just like that. So I actually did wind up tearing out a piece of the Inca Gold cardstock, and I'm going to put that here. In addition, we need to splatter on a little color. I've got my starry colors from Kuretake, and these are phenomenal. If you don't have them, these are great. Okay, so first let's cut a strip of the Inca Gold. I don't need it to be super thick, but I want it to go underneath. Let's just go with a 1/4 inch. And now I can trim this down. I'm going to trim both sides. You can't see that. I'm going to trim both sides because I bent it a little bit, and I don't really want that bend to show. Okay. Make it a little bit longer just in case, because I cut that one crooked. Okay. That's going to be a nice way to transition. Now, before we adhere that, we're going to grab the starry colors. I think I'm going to use 903. Got some water here in a spray bottle. I'm just going to spray a little bit of that. And we only really need to splatter the lower portion here. Might need a little bit more water, but that's okay. Now I'm just gonna add some splatter. Perfect. Love it. Of course, I should have moved my panel because I did get a little bit of splatter on here, and I don't want to rub it because I don't want to smear it. I'm gonna just leave it. Let's glue this. A pretty simple card to make. The longest part of it all is waiting for this to dry after you've applied the golden era paste. Okay, so let's just get this strip on here, and we're going to tuck it underneath the panel. That's why I didn't push it down all the way. Oops, not straight, Al. There we go. Nice. Okay. Look at that. That creates a really nice transition between the two parts. Now we can add our shine. And I lost the dot of the eye. No, I didn't. It's right there. Actually, look at that. That is a splatter, and that is in the perfect spot. We're gonna just put it right there. I definitely put too much glue. That's okay. It'll dry clear. Okay. Let's let this dry for a minute. Okay, let's take a look at our finished card. First of all, we've got this left over for another time. And here is our completed card. I love how this came out. This is so pretty. That stencil is gorgeous from A Colorful Life Designs. And all the other products that I used from Tonic are working perfectly with it. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back very soon with another one. Got a little piece of extra cardstock there. Yeah, I hope you learned something. I hope you're inspired. Go and play. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll be back real soon. Be well, stay safe. Peace out.